would you say about women having the right to get an abortion, but people maybe having the choice to get vaccinated or not, even though the vaccinated can still spread COVID?
I mean,
no. I think it's a different kind of thing.
Do you feel like they sort of hijacked that my body,
That's irrelevant.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
It's irrelevant.
My body, my choice.
It's irrelevant. Ooh, I'm so conflicted because it's like
It's a double standard, right?
Exactly. It's a double standard.
You need to do what's best for the public, which is to get vaccinated.
I don't want to speak to you anymore.
You guys are right now.
This is a right-wing news organization.
She's gonna go back. White man right now should really not be speaking.
Because she was nice to your ass. I'll break your phone, bitch.
Why exactly do you believe in bodily autonomy?
Because white men should not have a say in our bodies. Because we are women, we should have a say. And if we don't want to have kids, we should not be able to have kids if we don't want to.
There's definitely a lot of issues with medical freedom, with bodily autonomy. The term my body, my choice, it's sort of been used by anti-mandate activists in New York City. And I wanted to know, what do you think about the choice to get vaccinated or not, as well as, women having the right to get an abortion? Do you think the same should apply?
Abortion is a personal choice. Public health is a totally different matter. So you absolutely have the choice to not get vaccinated, but then that means you shouldn't be able to go around and spread a virus to people.
I'm JC Augustine, supporting everybody who believes in liberty and freedom and an adult state of mind where we're conscious enough to make our own decisions according to our own beliefs, values, yes.
If women have the right to get an abortion, should people have the choice to get vaccinated or not?
Well, I don't know. I think there are different things. I think something like a detrimental virus to the human species that is spread through the air is a different story from somebody who's making a personal choice about their life and about their family life and how they want to live. They're very different things.
And so if a woman has a right to get an abortion, would you say that a person should have a choice to get vaccinated or not?
Personally, yeah, I believe in that, right? I personally disagree with that, but if someone wants to do that, I'm not an authority to say. I would not support a national vaccine mandate. I think that, there have been religious groups that don't vaccinate their kids. I think that it's really problematic when a government comes in and tells people what they have to do with their bodies. And honestly, I think that the government should be more concerned with making healthcare available to the people who need it and who can't afford medications that they want.
I think it's your choice, but there are consequences for your actions, so you can get fired if you don't get vaccinated.
they try to control your body, whether it be with your reproductive rights or on the workplace.
Do you think that there's been other ways to control our body?
Well, I think the struggle at Amazon is one of them, where they're trying to literally control their bodies and how long they work, the conditions they work in. The attack on teachers is another way of people trying to control people's dignity.
I think women have a right to control their own bodies, make their own decisions about having a child or not. I have 3 daughters-in-law, 3 granddaughters. I'm concerned about all of them having the right to make their own decisions about whether or not to have a child.
Would you say that people should have a right to choose whether to get vaccinated or not?
No. I think it's a different kind of thing. Social solidarity demands that to protect other people, to protect the elderly, the ill, and people who may be vulnerable to illness, that everyone should be vaccinated and should follow the health rules, and that's a different question.
It's a bit of still coercion when people are forced to get vaccinated and they can't work or go to school. To me, that's still encroaching on bodily autonomy.
I don't know of people whose refusal to get vaccinated has cost them their jobs. Not very many.
Oh, in New York City, thousands of workers got fired, including.
So it's better. Do you think? So obviously you're part of that right-wing group. Do you think that?
No, I'm just saying that thousands of people have gotten fired.
No, but it sounds like you're coming from the right, and I think that those people who got fired had a perfect opportunity to get a vaccination and not be thrown off their jobs, and it was important that they protect their fellow workers, protect the public, and respect the rules that have been established for social solidarity to make sure we don't all get sick. I think I'm done talking to you. Thank you.
I'm not going to tell somebody, oh, you should get the vaccine because it is. Just because something hasn't happened to me, it's not guaranteed something's not going to happen to you. That is a form of encroaching on their autonomy, but it's another way of like, ooh, I'm so conflicted because it's like, I'm trying to figure out the right words for it. And
it's a double standard, right?
Exactly. It's a double standard.
The vaccinated can actually still spread COVID. People who have gotten vaccinated still get sick. They've died of COVID. So wouldn't you say that the government mandating city workers, for instance, to get vaccinated in order to work is kind of encroaching on bodily autonomy because it's their body, their choice, right? Wouldn't you say the standard should still apply?
I would say that the people who are still spreading the virus, even though they're vaccinated, are, when they get the virus, not dying. We're seeing people not being hospitalized, not actually dying from the virus because they're vaccinated. Not being hospitalized, not actually dying because they're vaccinated. Bruh. The issue is basically about protecting as many people as possible, protecting the immunocompromised, protecting the disabled, people who can't get vaccinated. We get vaccinated for their sake.
It's hard for everybody, though, to agree to get vaccinated, and it's, some people have medical conditions that might prevent them from doing that. So it's hard for everybody to agree to do the same thing, and I think it's hard for all women to agree that not to get an abortion. I'm just saying there's a bit of a double standard when the government mandates injections for our bodies, but then they decide to roll back a landmark decision about abortions.
I actually have not seen anywhere a law that mandates you to get a vaccine. I've seen laws that stop you from coming into a place if you're not vaccinated.
There's still plenty of city workers, first responders, healthcare workers, teachers that still don't have their jobs because they didn't get the shot.
If you serve the public, you need to do what's best for the public, which is to get vaccinated. If you are not able to because of some personal condition that you don't want to disclose that stops you from getting a vaccine, you're able to submit documentation and get an exemption.
If the government is going to allow abortions, I think they should allow any form of bodily autonomy, wouldn't you say?
No, I wouldn't say, because a global pandemic is just that. It's global. We need to act collectively. It affects all of us, and we all need to do our part to protect all of society.
When it comes to vaccines, that's about protecting other people, including yourself. But when it comes, and also your coworkers and your community, and
even though the vaccinated can still spread COVID?
I mean, we try to do the best we can with in the context we live in, right? Try to respect the health and space of everybody.
No, I completely understand. I just think that there's a bit of a double standard, when there's my body, my choice, being used for abortions, but not for vaccination when people have a choice to want to get vaccinated. Yeah, just don't have conversation, just silence people. I know what you guys like to do.
No,
You guys like to silence people.
Fuck you. Hey, we found Jen. Wow. She's right there.
Yeah, fuck you's not an argument either. Fuck you's not an argument. Just because someone who likes to ask questions, You
came here, you didn't come here under you came here under a false pretext.
I came here to ask questions.
I
came here to ask questions. I'm a reporter and I came here to ask questions.
You came here under a fucking false pretext.
What are the false pretenses?
Are y'all on the right?
Here.
Well, I try to think of myself as centrist because I'm a journalist.
Cool.
But yeah, so tell me who you are, why you're here.
Yeah. Well, my name is Chris M, and I am organized with a group called NYC for Abortion Rights. I've been organizing with them for a couple of years.
Okay, beautiful. What led you to do that, especially as a man? Why are you here?
There have been an increasing groups in the city and people who are mobilizing in order to take our rights away. We're experiencing this not only in regards to abortion rights, but even access in the city.
This my body, my choice. I've actually been hearing that a lot recently, but recently I've been actually hearing it more from the vaccinated, the unvaccinated group. So what do you feel like they sort of hijacked that my body?
That's irrelevant.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
It's irrelevant.
My body, my choice.
It's irrelevant.
Irrelevant. What do you mean to what?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it. Okay, gotcha. I also want to know your pen. Abortion bans are racist. How does abortion bans have to do with race?
Abortion bans has to do with race because the people who are going to be affected the most are black and brown working class people. And that has been shown throughout history, right? Those who have access to abortions, even when abortions are illegal, are people who either have the means or social access to do so, and those are usually upper class white people.
I see a lot of actually, like you're saying, black and brown people who have more kids, but is it your hypothesis is
This
not
has
by
ended.
choice?
Sorry.
Well,
I don't want to speak to you anymore.
well, I'm sorry. Did I offend you?
No, this is done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Out of my sight.
Do I sue something? Did I do?
This is just concluding.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I offended you. I don't know if did I say anything that
you're
offended?
good. Take care. Have a wonderful night.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I said anything to upset you. Okay,
What
all
press
right.
are you with?
Well,
What's
we're
your name?
independent.
Yeah, what press
My name
are you
is
with?
my name is Karu Wang, and you can follow me on Freedom Fighters International.
Freedom Fighters.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Ways we.
This is a right-wing news organization.
Have I been rude? Have I been?
You're interrupting us. We're doing an interview.
Wait. Comment.
After I withdrew my consent and before it was no other information.
Okay.
Do whatever you want with your video. Please just do not use my name or my organization.
Oh, sure. I mean, wouldn't you want to promote your organization?
No. In this case, we did genuinely, and
She agreed to do an interview, and we didn't do anything wrong.
She's gonna go back.
Stop.
She's gonna go
a
back.
white man right now should really not be speaking.
Go the fuck home. All right. Because she was nice to your ass. I'll break your phone, bitch.